L'Argentina.
Ciao, Max.
Oi! How are you doing, man?
Good. How is it?
Oh, good, good, good. Nice to see you.
You too. I was just listening to you and Tony speaking,
Yeah,
trying to understand some of your Italian, but not so
but
easy.
but your Italian is pretty good, I have to say, eh? You you
It
know,
can be at times, but lately
you
this past
race
month,
you race for few Italian teams, right?
yeah, was the first time with Yamaha, and then joining you at Aprilia, and then that's when I started to learn Italian. So,
And then the
yeah,
Go 11 team, right?
yeah, Go 11 last year as well. And there I spoke more Italian probably than with other teams because it was really a full Italian team. That was cool. But English, it's easier for me.
You know, I feel very uncomfortable because normally you was like 5 minutes from my house. You know, you live it just 5 minutes, but now you're in Portugal, right?
Yeah, it's crazy. I know how far it is. It's 2,000
Yeah.
kilometers because I drove it.
Oof.
It's a long way.
You drove. Oof.
Yeah,
It's over
yeah,
2000, and I'm sure um, it's uh, it's in the south of it's more south, right?
yeah,
You live near the track,
yeah.
right?
Just 15 minutes from the track.
So
So yeah,
it's
we
warm now.
today today it's shit. It's raining, unfortunately.
But
So
normally it's what, around 20?
yeah, this time it can be like 18, 20 degrees. So a few
Oh,
degrees warmer
pretty
than
cool.
in Monaco. So it's pretty good.
Of course it is.
But
So
I
how,
mean,
how you how you how you live this moment? How you feel with this problem in Portugal? Where are they? You know, it seems people already start to be home, or they don't really care so much.
at the moment, people are still around. Honestly, there's no big restrictions yet, but for the past few weeks, I've been staying indoors. I really don't understand why people are being stupid. Doesn't matter what country you're in, it's one planet. So it why people are doing different things in different countries makes no sense to me. I'm just staying indoors. I think that's the smartest thing right now.
That's so all the shop and restaurant, bar is all open over there?
Yeah, they started the past few days to close a little bit, and I
Hmm.
think the racetrack now they've stopped. So there's no real government measures, but I think some people are taking it upon themselves to be smart. The craziest place is the UK. I don't understand what's going on in the UK. They're just continuing like nothing has happened. So I don't know. It's nuts. Now they've closed schools there finally, but it's yeah, maybe too little, too late. But somewhere like Italy, even Monaco is now quite close, isn't it? You
No,
guys
no,
are
it's all close. Here
wow.
is already a few days, all restaurant, the shop and bar is all closed, shut down, and the only thing are open it's the pharmacy and the supermarket. So that's it. School are down, everything is closed.
Wow.
Hey, one friend of mine said, Eugene, how you feel with this? How you call this?
The
Hands, but no,
risks.
wrist.
Yeah, good. The right one, it's always going to be a bit of a problem for me. The left one is not bad, but the right one's a pain in the ass. So it's enough to ride a motorbike. Some things I can't do, uh, like a press up on a flat ground. I won't be able to do that again. I just don't have the range. But I don't need to do a press up on the ground. I can ride a motorbike. That's all I need to do.
And also, some guy said, Eugene, speak some Italian word for us. You can do it.
Yeah, if they want. What do
Ah,
they
lui
want to say?
parla, lui parla, parla italiano, se parla piano ma lo capisce e si fa capire. Diciamo qualcosa in italiano, vediamo, vediamo.
Ah, tuo compagno di squadra
Eh,
preferito? Di sempre?
mi- il mio compagno di squadra preferito, Eugene,
Eugenio?
Eugenio, noi siamo stati compagni di squadra e io qui ho una,
Sì, solo
eccola
un anno
qua,
2012.
vedete questa?
Bellissimi.
Vedi? Uno
Sì,
un
sì.
po' più vecchio, quello più vecchio sono io, quello un po' più sbarbato giovane è Eugene. No, è
Fantastico.
stato un anno degli anni bellissimi, guarda. Sono stati degli anni. Ah, guarda questo, questa è bellissima foto. Voilà.
Cos'è?
Grandi doti di guida quest'anno. Intanto Biaggi cerca di difendere la prima posizione da Eugene Laverty che è uscito abbastanza
Vuoi.
ma si è buttato dentro.
Guarda che roba.
Non
Cosa
può non
cavolo ha
morire.
fatto Laverty? Ma che gara hai fatto lì?
Hai
Questa
sentito
qui?
la telecronista francese di quella gara?
No, no.
È comico, lui dice, Esteria, la la, Esteria. Molto calma. In Italia,
Molto.
in inglese, erano pazzesco,
Tutti
ma in
shout.
francese,
E loro, oh, voilà, là, là, che
la la,
passaggio. No,
Esteria.
Laverty, très joli, che passaggio. È stato così easy. No, hai fatto un passaggio all'esterno che io ho visto fare tipo 20 anni fa a John Kosinski con
Sì,
Luca Cadalora. La
mi
stessa
ricordo.
curva, l'ultimo giro. Madonna, che roba, una roba da. Ma poi ti è venuta bene, bene, bene. Cioè, ci avevi già pensato qualche giro prima oppure hai visto un buco e ci hai provato?
No, solo in un momento. Il mio programma era sorpassare
Passarlo prima?
Marco. Sì,
Mm.
dentro. No, il mio programma era dentro
Ah, passarlo
l'ultima
interno.
curva. Sì, ma ho
Mhm.
visto che lui è andato a
Tanto
sinistra,
dentro?
quindi
Mm.
sì, ho cambiato subito. Come si dice? Instinctive.
Sì, sì, hai fatto una cosa istintiva. Mm-mm.
Sì, ma
Che passaggio, ragazzi. Quello lì, guarda, quando l'ho vista in televisione non ci volevo credere. Cavolo, che passaggio. Avrei voluto farlo io una cosa così bella.
I'll change just to English again. It's more easy to
Yes.
describe. But yeah, you know how it is in racing. Sometimes there's these special moments, and you don't understand yourself. It's like everything was in slow motion. You're going 150 kilometers per hour, but in that moment, everything went slow because I was able to think, okay, it's one thing to change from inside to outside, but I hadn't planned nothing. And then when I was on the outside of Marco, then I understood quickly, oh fuck, I have to pass him quickly, because if you see one rider on the outside, you just release the brake. So I was thinking all this in that moment that I had to go past him quickly and then brake and then close the door. So it's incredible. The brain can
No,
act so fast.
no, that was a great moment. So also, remember we've been, remember this picture? Now I have this picture. We've
Ah,
been
yeah.
skiing.
That was 2 years ago.
We,
Yeah.
yeah, 2 or 3 years ago, we've been
Yeah.
skiing a couple of days. We had
That
so
was
much fun, eh?
Yeah, and what was cool, really was nice. Everybody likes to ski in a different way, but I think you and I, we like to ski exactly the same. To go early when the snow is perfect, to
Yes.
make big corners left to right. I think we
Less
have
people on the
exactly,
track, yes.
yeah, we had the same passion. So that's why I think it was even more special those days.
I still remember when we take the helicopter and then the helicopter went down, you go,
Yeah,
it surprised you.
my stomach went inside my mouth, so I
Yeah.
shit myself.
Yeah, we had fun. We had fun. What a nice track. It's so beautiful. Now it's a pity because they shut off everything a month early. Then this time of the year was the perfect time to go ski. But this virus changed the plan of everybody, all the world. So now, last thing I think in my mind just to go to ski.
Yeah. Did
I
you get to
just,
ski this winter or not?
yeah, I went a little bit, but not as much as I was thinking.
Yeah, I didn't even go yet. So one winter without skiing.
So one guy asked you how you think to see how you look Rossi in Superbike. You think
Well,
he can won his 10 World Championship in Superbike?
wow. I think Valentino Rossi is an incredible rider. So now between Superbike and MotoGP, the biggest difference is the tire. So I'm sure if Valentino can adjust, learn the Pirelli tire as quick as Alvaro Bautista did, then yeah, sure. I think
It can
it's
be,
possible.
yeah,
But
it can be
you know how it
top
is.
guy.
You know how it is in the top of the sport now. You need to be with the right team, the right bike, at the right moment, and yeah, it's more important than ever now. I know that I've
Yeah,
had a few years with shit results now, so you need to be on the right bike at the right time to be winning. That's our sport.
for sure. It can be one of the contender for winning for sure, right away, for sure.
Yeah, yeah,
But then,
but
the season is very long. You never know, huh?
this season is going to be really, really long because we're waiting. I don't know what's going on,
So
but
one guy asked you how you feel. You have a big crash in Australia.
yeah, it was
Yeah,
a
what happened? What happened? I don't understand still.
yeah, I was really pissed off honestly because we worked for 4 days to make the bike rideable. The bike, it's good in Superpole right now, but trying to make it good for 20 laps. And we made a change on Saturday night. On my first lap, the bike was incredible on Sunday morning warm up. And I thought, okay,
It
be
was?
careful. Yeah, it was okay. It's a big if, but on my first flying lap, if I finished these two corners, I was first position in all the practice. My lap was incredible. The bike had so much more grip. So I'd made 200 laps that week. So after Lucky Heights, I had so much grip around Lucky Heights because finally I had grip and I braked in the same point. It was a little bit too late, so I tried just squeeze the brake a little bit more in the last moment, and the rear wheel came off the ground, and the bike just went sideways and through.
Oh,
So it's such a strange, stupid crash, and I didn't crash in a big way, but I didn't hit my head so hard, but I guess it was where I hit it. So I was just still dizzy afterwards, and now they take concussion seriously, so they didn't let me ride, which I understand, but I was just so upset with myself after a week with being so slow, and then suddenly we go from like being 12th fastest to first, and then I end up in the medical center.
oh shit! Because we saw Sykes in Superpole. It was unbelievable fast. Always Sykes style.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then
that's
it went
Tom.
back on the race. I saw like Kawasaki, right? Looks like.
Yeah, Tom and I, we crossed the finish line together. I almost beat him just before the finish line. So it's clear we need to work in a way to make the bike last for 20 laps. But Tom is Mr. Superpole, so it's a special talent of his. But I want to focus on 20 laps. This bike is capable,
This.
but we need to make it more calm.
So you think what is missing now with your BMW? It's the electronic or just the simple the grip of the rear end tires?
Uh, it's strange. It's almost two contradictory things. Of course, we need top end speed, but then on the
Ah,
exit
yeah.
of the corner, yeah, the bike's
Ah,
still a little bit slow in the straight line. But then the opposite, on the exit of the corner, we need the bike to be more calm. So usually when
ah.
you have a bike that's not so fast in the straight line, usually the bike gets calm on the exit, but it's not right now. So we worked in testing and Phillip Island. We improved that a lot. Uh, when we get to ride again, that's a big question mark.
But now it's a full factory bike.
Yeah, it is a full
It's
factory bike
like
from BMW.
like 2012, 2011, like that time or no?
Yeah, they really put in a big focus in Munich. It's hard, in Superbike now, it's changed a little bit. They have a private team structure and put the factory support there. But
Ah,
it's been like that even with Ducati do this with field racing. So that's how we are now with SMR, with Sean Muir's team, with BMW's factory support. But it's a big effort. Incredible the effort that BMW are putting in, and it's nice that they're focused on Superbike because a lot of manufacturers are looking at MotoGP.
yeah,
But
especially now.
Kawasaki, yeah, MotoGP, it's huge, but it's so good for Superbike what Kawasaki and BMW are doing.
Everybody is also very, very interesting, also me, to see how is the real potential of Honda HRC with that bike, which is a little bit different from the last year, but not so much. That doesn't look completely revolution, What do you think?
Yeah, Leon Haslam was comfortable right away with the bike. He came from an inline four, the Kawasaki, so he was able to adjust. For Alvaro, it took a little bit more time because the Ducati, it's unique. I rode the Ducati last year as well. I know that it's really unique, so that's why it took Alvaro more time. But you can see in the races, Alvaro was there. So for a new manufacturer coming to be there in the first round, it was impressive. And it's perfect for Superbike. It's really good to have so many manufacturers because for a few years there was only Kawasaki, Ducati, and sometimes Yamaha winning. Now Honda, BMW, we're all there.
We really hope then one day Aprilia will step back because a factory like Aprilia is really missing that championship. They was there for a few years, for quite a lot, and then now they are out since last time you rode that. Yeah, you rode with Milwaukee, yes.
Yeah, the bike, it wasn't the same bike that we rode. Obviously the rules changed, and that's why it took us so long, almost 1.5 years to get on the podium. But during the second half of the year, it was really strong, and then stopped the project. So that was disappointing. It would be nice if Aprilia came back, another manufacturer, and the bike was coming back to the old form again. Even in the last race, I was fighting with Alex Lowe's for the podium.
I really hope then maybe, with 1,100, manufacturing now they're doing the 1,100. But you think one day they will allow to this size 1,100 to go in the World Championship, the World Superbike, with some change regulation?
Well, can you imagine? That will be something to ride. Maybe I can bring the BMW GS then, about the 1,200.
Yeah. Why not? A little bit heavy to steer, but
yeah, I rode this a few weeks ago after Phillip Island. We did a tour in Australia. Yeah, it was
that's
really
cool.
to ride this bike.
In the islands, super cool.
Yeah,
super cool.
I loved it. It's a bike that you can enjoy on the asphalt and then go off road and enjoy it as well. So that's unique. It's really
for traveling is one of the best, right?
Wow, it was unbelievable. I didn't think I would enjoy it as much, but once I did it, then because when I ride something like enduro bikes, when you go across the mountains, it's fun, and then you go on the asphalt, and then you just sit down and wait for the next off road. But with the GS, you can ride on both. It
yeah,
was,
like also Guzzi did one similar like this. I don't remember the name, but they have like an enduro bike. But if you try, it doesn't feel it's a real enduro. It's like between. Go from the tarmac to the sand or to the dirt. You go everywhere so easy. Really nice.
Yeah, it's a nice sense of adventure. The same reason why I love skiing. If you go on a snowboard, you can only do certain things, whereas you put your skis on, you can go anywhere almost.
Everywhere, yeah.
That's why I like it, adventure.
Hopefully to go back soon, one day, yeah. But now we have to wait one more year. Shit.
Yeah.
Oh, another winter gone.
Yeah, we lost it. Soon we'll get back to riding on some supermoto and some good weather. Are you're not riding anything?
No, last time I rode it was 3 years ago. But maybe one day I will back just to feel again some some noise, this bike I never rode. I rode my Aprilia X. I was in Malaysia for 3 days. That was really nice because the humidity, the hot. I like this kind of feeling. But you can go in Australia, in some track like Australia, Malaysia, only once a year. I'm not doing any championship, so it's expensive and it's long traveling. But to do once it's enough. I would like to go to ride in Mugello, but now all the Aprilia, Aprilia make an event, Aprilia All Stars, was
Yeah,
in
I saw
May.
that.
Now they postponed.
Mm.
Who knows when? But everything's postponed. So I think also the World Championship, the Superbike, and MotoGP, we will race until December for sure.
Yeah, yeah, it's
So I
gonna
will
be
call you
crazy.
the 25th December to say, hey, Merry Christmas. Where are you? I'm in Israel. Oh shit, I'm in Malaysia.
Oh, it's gonna be
So
something special. At least in Superbike, we only have 12 more rounds, so maybe we can squash that together. But if like
okay,
MotoGP try and make like 18, 19 rounds, wow, that's gonna be
this
tough.
year we're at 20.
Yeah. Oh,
20 is a lot, but we'll see. It's very difficult now for the calendar. I don't know how they can fit 19 Grand Prix from maybe June or July. It's very difficult.
yeah,
Maybe
it's
maybe we're gonna race also December, maybe January too. I don't know.
yeah, I can make it like how Formula E does. You know, they do it
Yeah, on
half
the
in one
winter.
year and
Yeah.
yeah, and then the next. But uh, I think this is still gonna be another few months, isn't it? So I'm looking at Aragon in May as our comeback race, but even that's optimistic. But we have to target something. I don't know when we can come back.
Let's read some comment, but one guy asked you, what do you think about the superbike stock? Like real stock?
Uh,
It's a question. Very difficult to have a stock because the stock bike from Ducati it's already like a very good super bike. The stock bike from Yamaha, maybe you need to put so many pieces to make very competitive. So depend on the price, right?
Yeah, I don't think it makes sense. Okay, maybe if you look at it from the outside, it seems like yeah, that will be good, all the bike stock. But how they do it right now, it's honestly great. You know, Scott Smart, the former rider, he's in charge of the technical
Yeah.
side in World
Scott, yeah.
Superbikes, and he's doing an amazing job because now the parity between the manufacturers, it's making it a better championship. We saw it in Phillip Island how cool it was. So okay, it's difficult to rival MotoGP because this is a golden era for MotoGP, but looks like this year's Superbike's much closer.
No, this year I think is one of the best year ever to see all the
Yeah,
manufacturers there, very, very tight. I can't wait to see you guys back on track.
and the truth is as well, if you look at the last years, okay, last year was different with Alvaro at the start of the year, and then Johnny came strong at the end of the year. But Superbike has been good for a few years. It's just been that Johnny has been so strong. So second position changes a lot. The problem was that Johnny was just so dominant in first position, and it made it look like it was just a one-man show. But now I think it's getting better with a guy like Toprak and Yamaha. He's such a big talent, and it's great that we've got him in our championship.
That's good. Where is Pipa? Is over there? Your wife?
Pippa, I think she's cleaning.
Oh, you're hard man.
We've been pretty indoors, honestly. Even though in Portugal they don't tell you that you have to be indoors, we stayed indoors since we came back from Australia. We stayed, like I said, 1 week after in Australia, and I honestly thought that I had coronavirus because I got
Oh,
sick and I got a fever, and I never get sick, so I went to the hospital there and they did some tests, and it wasn't coronavirus, but it was like influenza B, which is
which
probably
is
worse
not
than
so.
coronavirus in some way. So since then, I've been taking it easy, and it's taken a few weeks to recover. I'm not usually sick so often, but the last few weeks has been not so easy.
Well, so try to be safe. Don't go out too much because it can be all only worse.
Yeah,
We have to stay more in as possible. Do not go outside. Also here, we try to say every time, stay home. It's better stay home. If we stay home, we at first we can go out as quick as possible. But if we are all stay in, so I'm always say this to everybody, but you know very well. We will wait another 2, 3 months for sure. It's gonna be something very long.
yeah, but this what you said. That's logic. You know, the
The,
more we can stay indoors, the you have to learn from China
So
and everybody that had this before. But
you're
in
watching,
the
you're
UK,
watching movie, Netflix, you're doing everything, right?
yeah, that's all you can do. Even put the bicycle indoors, watch some old races, just what we can do.
So later on, one day we're gonna do again these kind of calls, and
Sure.
also you have your YouTube channel, right?
No,
you
not YouTube, but a podcast. So yeah,
okay?
we need to do one, you and I, for the
Yeah, yeah.
podcast.
Let's do this. Yeah.
Yeah.